Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack. Welcome back, welcome to episode, I think, 33? I haven't checked, and because these episodes go by, the numbers go by a lot more quickly, I tend to lose track more easily these days, but anyway, what the heck was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, it was a car driving by. It just sounded really weird for some reason. Sorry. So last time we it's episode 32, and last time we made it to the Lake of Rage. We beat the Gyarados. I do believe I am in dire need of some beefing up on my Pokemon levels, and other than that, I think we're okay. I do need to take the Gyarados scale back to Mr. Pokemon, but that's going to be kind of hard to backtrack all the way there unless I just so happen to find me a flyer, which would be great if we could actually get into a battle with something that can learn fly. But no, of course, no such luck. No such freaking luck. Although I'm not saying I don't appreciate these Giraffarigs, and they're kind of actually really good special attack, apparently. Oh boy. Alright, I don't even know who do we have now. Ooh, hello. Okay, well, Hungry Man, you're not even supposed to battle ever, so Farnsworth, I guess. Well, I don't know, maybe... Oh, okay, Seismic Toss at first. Sorry, I'm sitting here just second-guessing myself left and right. Let's see if we can get lucky with, like... Oh, does Netball work on flying types? No, I'm sorry, it's Water and Bug. I guess that makes more sense. Lure is the fishing Pokemon. Okay, fine. Nope, no such luck there. We'll go into Shuckle. Shucky, my man. Shucky. So... yeah, we had the whole charity stream that I mentioned on the last episode. Oh, you son of a... I'm trying to talk about charity here, and you're just fucking my life. Piece of shit. Okay, fine. Okay, so we had the charity stream, which was super fun. I really need to move Hungry Man out. I really need to move Hungry Man out of the front. This isn't doing me any favors here. All right, Pidgeotos, whatever the fuck those are. They're assholes. They're all assholes. So I mentioned on Friday that I was going to be streaming Final Fantasy VII start to finish on my Twitch page for charity, and I completed it. And I really wanted to thank everybody who ended up coming to the stream and everybody who donated. Even those who don't watch these videos, a lot of people ended up donating, and some of you, I assume it was some of you guys specifically, had heard about it. Because you guys heard about it before the actual stream, so I assume it was some of you guys, but some people ended up donating before the stream even started, so thank you so much to everybody who donated. The end tally was we ended up raising over $1,000 for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, which is awesome. This is a cause I really believe in, and something that I do every year, and it's really important to me that that everybody gets together and chips in, and I end up donating a lot of my own money as well. Both to my page and to other people's pages. It's a really awesome thing. It's a really awesome cause, and I really appreciate everybody's participation in that. And as for the game itself, Final Fantasy VII, I did beat it in one sitting. It took me about 10 hours and 25 minutes of gameplay, and including the the pre-getting set up and everything, and then the whole afterward. I love this guy. I love the fact that he just doesn't even have an excuse. He just doesn't want me to go that way. But sorry, what was I saying? And between the beginning and the end, the whole afterward, I was streaming for about 11 hours straight. My throat was completely shot, having just talked for that long all straight through, because I pretty much never stopped talking the entire time, and man, my throat was a wreck this morning, and right after that, obviously. So but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now, as for the gameplay, I could have done a lot better, but it was also my first time ever speedrunning a game, and taking that into consideration, I think I did okay. Now, it would not have been able to have been counted for being a legitimate speedrun, because I had to reset several times in order to make sure that that the run didn't get screwed irreparably. So, oh my god, picks perfect. Look at that perfect placement. There you go, that should be a caught Pidgeotto. So I don't know. There was a lot of places where I messed up, a lot of places I could have saved time, a lot of places where I should have survived, and I did. I goofed up a lot. The thing about speedrunning a game like Final Fantasy VII is that it's a JRPG and it's really long, first of all, so not only do you have to execute well, but you have to execute for a very long time. So, you know, you end up making a lot of mistakes just due to the fact that you've been streaming for so long. And, you know, you make mistakes because you're paying attention to the chat and you're not paying attention to the game. And then there's also a lot to keep in mind in terms of menuing. Like, I guess you know, I know that all of you are at least familiar with Pokemon if you watch this show. So, imagine, to put it in terms of Pokemon, imagine that, like, every time I was about to go into a gym, I had to switch a certain Pokemon to the front row, and then I had to remember to use a certain TM on a couple different Pokemon each time, and depending on which gym it was, in order to save time, I had to switch my battle from wait to set. What is it? No, set to, hold on, what's that option called? The battle style from shift to set, and vice versa, depending on the fight. That's what it's like trying to speedrun Final Fantasy VII. It's a lot of things to keep your mind on. And I'm pretty bad at remembering things to begin with, so even when I had a bunch of notes going with it, it was a lot to keep my mind on, so it's very difficult. And the speedrunner who I do watch, Carnage64, I got a lot more respect for him and just trying to do what it is he does. And I thought it was a lot of fun. It was a fun experience. I don't know if I'm really cut out to be a speedrunner or if I ever would want to dedicate the effort to being a speedrunner of any game, but it was fun. It was fun to at least do once and say that I did it. And you know, that's a lot of time. A lot of time could have been saved. The world record for that game is about 8 hours in a single sitting, and I took about 10.5. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot more. You know, 2.5 hours more. It hurts. It hurts. It was pretty funny. The end was freaking epic. The final boss, Sephiroth, was just so close to wiping out my team because I forgot to equip a certain spell right before I started. Right before I went into the final boss fight, I forgot to equip a really critical spell. God, where the hell does he live? Where the hell is Mr. I think he lives up here? Yeah, let's find out. I'm trying to remember where Mr. Pokemon is. I forgot to equip a certain spell. He casts a barrier on himself. Pretend it's like Light Screen and Reflect in the same move. So it halves all damage he takes, both physical and magical damage. That's like the first thing he does is he casts Wall on himself, and it halves all damage he takes. So there's a spell called D-Barrier that removes all sorts of barriers, and that includes Wall. So he casts that first turn every time you fight him. When, you know, there's no random number generator involved. Every single time you fight him, it's going to be exactly the same. He always does the same. I think his first 4 attacks are always the same thing, and the first one is always Wall. So you equip D-Barrier, and then you just cast it on him first thing to make sure you get rid of that Wall, and then you can kill him in like 4 turns. He's really easy. The last boss of Final Fantasy VII is actually really, really easy, and I forgot to equip the materia. I forgot to equip the D-Barrier, and he ended up just living way longer than he should have and getting off. He has an attack animation that's about 2 minutes long, which is a really, really long time for a single attack, you know? And it actually can't kill your party, but it brings everybody down really low, and then I was scrambling to heal everybody. Everybody got these bad status effects on them, and yeah, you can have it. I'll take the EXP share. Okay, finally we got the EXP share. We need that real bad. So I guess we'll put that on. Bebop seems like the logical option here. And so he managed to pull that off because I didn't D-barrier him, and he ended up critting Cloud with the main character with a physical attack, and Cloud's really his only job in a speedrun is just to soak hits. He actually does very little damage in a speedrun. His job is to just put on a certain item that lets him cover other party members when they're about to take attacks, and that's really all he does throughout the whole run, especially in late game. He deals like no damage. So when he got crit, then that opened up my other characters, and then one of my other characters, due to status effects, got disabled, and you only have 3 characters in your party at that game, so I had the 1 character left, And then, alright, I think I have to go help Lance now. I had the one character left, and he had like, he had probably his max HP was around 3,500 HP, and he had 800 HP left. Pretty much any attack that the boss would have done would have killed him. So in the last-ditch effort to beat him, he was also, the last boss is like a long range, and I couldn't hit him with melee attacks, which is the character that was left, Sid. Sid's main way of hurting people is to, do I take? Yeah, let's go back. Sid's main way of hurting people is melee damage. So he flew up in the air and I couldn't reach him with melee damage. At that point, you can only hit him with ranged attacks like guns, or with magic. And Sid didn't have any sort of things like that. He had one exception though, which is his limit break, his special move basically, because limit breaks can hit anybody, doesn't matter what range they are. And in a last-ditch effort to kill the final boss, oh god damn it. As soon as you walk in here, they take your money. That is bullshit. I thought you had to walk past them, and I realized my mistake right when I walked in. So in a last-ditch attempt, he had 800 health. Next hit would have killed him. And I had no idea how much HP the boss had left, so I used his limit break just to try to get him, and it ended up killing him. I was like, yes! Threw my hands up in the air. I was so excited, but that's how the run went anyway. So next time we're going to talk to Lance and see what it is he wants. It's really been way too long since I played this game, and I can't remember like anything about the whole path. It's kind of funny because I played through HeartGold, I played through the Generation 2 remakes twice, and I still can't remember what happened. To be fair, I played them both right around when they came out, so that was a while ago now, come to think of it, so I guess it's not that weird that I don't remember, so considering I only have played them twice. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this episode. Once again, thank you if you did show up to the live stream and donated for charity. If you missed it, not to worry, because that was only a appetizer event. That was just a preliminary, it was a pregame, basically. The main event is happening this weekend. It's starting Friday. We're aiming around 7 p.m. I think, and that's going to be me and the KB Mod guys, who are going to be streaming video games for 36 hours straight to raise money for charity for all of our respective children's hospitals. So you guys can join us there if you want to see it and you want to get in on the action. It's a really, really fun time. It's for a really good cause, and even if you can't donate, it doesn't matter. Just show up and support us, and that's just good enough. That's just as good. And we highly appreciate anybody who comes out for our big event. And I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's twitch.tv/kbmod. So that'll be it, guys. Thanks again. See you next time.